All right, it says we're live. I'm going to double check everything in a second, make sure that we are actually. Problem I've had with live streams in the past where like I'm talking and nothing is absolutely happening. So we, oh, it's working. Awesome. And I'm on screen for once. Nice. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is, I don't even know which stream we're on. There's been lots of streams today for the Friendsgiving Sprintathon. Like there's a feast fit for Friendsgiving Sprintathon. I don't even remember the actual title of it anymore. I am so like out of it. AuthorTube feast fit for Friendsgiving Sprintathon. I think that's what it is. But thank you, Jenna, for putting this all together. And it's been a lot of fun. I've participated in a lot of streams today. We are going to do a 3-hour stream, which is why I started a little earlier today to keep up with that schedule. And if you are new here, my name is Skye. Hi, I am a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And welcome to my channel. We're going to do some writing sprints. I already have the timer on screen. My original plan for tonight was to do like kitchen prep work, cleanup work, because today was my oldest's birthday as well as the Friendsgiving Sprintathon. And so like my plan was to clean up after we finished celebrating her birthday and making like cupcakes and stuff like that, except for my youngest cleaned most of the kitchen in preparation to make the cupcakes. So literally the only thing that has to be cleaned is all the stuff she used to make the cupcakes, and I don't feel like doing that tonight. So we're just going to be writing today and chit-chatting. So that is perfectly fine with me because I work nights. I worked last night and I have been up, except for like a 2-hour nap earlier today. I have been up since like 2 p.m. yesterday. I have dead to the world right now. I have my monster to keep me up because I am determined to see this through. And I am actually wide awake, believe it or not. I'm just not all here mentally. But it's going to be a good night. I will go get some cupcakes, or I'll take the computer to the kitchen during one of the sprints so I can show off some of the cupcakes that are left. Because the oldest wanted cupcakes, and she is in she is going, I don't know if it's a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. She is my goth, my baby bat, and she just started that within like the last year or so. So she went from wearing all pinks and purples to wearing nothing but black and red within the past like year or so. And she went from being pretty princess as her nickname to baby bat as her nickname. And she actually finally asked me today, she was like, "Why do you call me that?" And I was like, "Because you changed your style and I had to upgrade your nickname because of it." So, but she wanted cupcakes, and the youngest was like, "I want to make them and I want to decorate them." And we did not make them from scratch. They are definitely box cakes, but there is nothing wrong with box cakes. I will stand by that to the day I die because I absolutely hate cooking and baking. So, yeah, it's great. But so during one of the sprints, I'll probably go grab some cupcakes and show you what she did with the design, because she did some stars, 5-pointed stars, and she tried to do some bats. The bats didn't turn out so great, but it's all good because it was the first time she had attempted to use like decorative icing. So it's all good. All right. I've chit-chatted long enough. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat because there has been a lot of chatter, and then we'll get started with the first sprint because we're going to do a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. StreamYard won't even let me scroll all the way up. Okay. So Mama Ward was here. Hello. Rita is here. Hello. Rita had a stream earlier today, I believe. Yes. Rachel is here. Rachel and Mama Ward are mods today. They've been popping in and out of streams all day today, and they've been lovely. Cat Paw is here. Hello, hello. Okay, Cat Paw is probably not still here. I am sorry you're not feeling great and that it's been a painful day, and hopefully you rest well. Let's see. Cammie is here. Hello. Wake drinking a nutrient shake. Chalk, milk, and yogurt. Ooh, okay. trimming some 2025 related journaling stickers. Ooh. I'm all about some stickers, and I've already started planning for 2025. My planner's in my bag way over there. It's out of my reach. Let's see. Lauren is here. Lauren streamed right before I did over on her channel. Did you? Let's see. Jenna, who put this all together, is here. She is in and out again because she is actually going to stream right after me for a middle of the night sleepover party. Let's see. Who am I missing? Because other people have popped in and out. JK, is it Joe? Joanne? Let me know which it is, or both. Otherwise, I'll just keep calling you JK, and it'll feel like I'm saying just kidding, because I actually do say that in real life, believe it or not, because I'm a weirdo. Lots of conversations were happening. Both Rita's streamed today, and that's what was throwing me off. Because I keep seeing Miranda's Cauldron and keep wanting to call Miranda's Cauldron Miranda instead of Rita. And that's what's throwing me off. So both Rita's streamed today. And I think I popped in and out of both of their chats as well today. Oops. Stephanie is here. Hello, hello. I'm trying to get through the chat. There is a lot of conversation that was happening, and I was reading it before we went live, and I've tried to keep up with it. But right now I'm just saying hi so we can go ahead and get started on the first sprint, and then I'll show you guys some cupcakes. I'm probably just going to basically shift where I'm streaming. As long as they're not watching something on TV in the living room, I can just stream from the kitchen. JC is here. Hello. So she's not just your baby baby. I actually went through my stack of clothes the other day in my closet. That's behind. I can't even point. That door, that's this one. This door. This door is my closet because I'm in my room. And I was looking at it the other day going, I have a lot of black clothes. I never realized this. Whoops. I am all about the add just one ingredient thing or add like 3 ingredients. The easier it is, the happier I am. I'm the one that's over here. Everyone's like, I homemade my Alfredo sauce. I'm like, dude, I just use those pasta sides packs. It's going to be the same thing. Yes. And the cool thing about the box cakes, in my opinion, because they're so much easier for people on a smaller budget, you can make your box cake and you can spend more money on the decorative side, because that's exactly what we did. I think between the frosting and the cake batter, we spent less than $5. And then we were like, okay, pick what you want for toppings. And she spent like $20 on sprinkles and icing and stuff. So, meh. She got what she wanted, so it's all good. Oh, laser tag with Panda. That is awesome. I knew I wore a lot of black, but I tried to like pair it up with other colors, and I didn't realize I haven't bought new clothes in a long time, and a lot of the clothing that is like getting holes and ripping and stuff like that is more the colored shirts than the black shirts. And so like it used to be an even contribution of colored versus black shirts. Not so much anymore. Now it's like 90% black and like a colored shirt here or there, when it used to be about even. That's what I'm saying. I am not a fan of pesto sauce, so I might try your homemade pesto sauce because maybe it's better than the stuff that's in a jar. I'm just saying. All right, I think I have caught up to all of the chat that I can see so far. Yes. Okay. I think the biggest difference with the baby bat too, going back to this comment, is the fact that so my only accessories, I have my ears pierced. I have both my lower ears pierced and I have an upper piercing here. And I have my nose pierced, which is the only one I actually wear nowadays. I don't wear earrings. they just itch too much. Even the nickel free ones or the allergy safe ones, nope, they don't last 5 minutes in my ears before I take them out. So the only jewelry I actually wear are my wedding band and my nose ring, and that's it. She has got like 3 necklaces on right now. If she had more rings, she'd probably wear a ring on every finger. She's got her ears pierced. Like, she's asking me how old she has to be before she can get her nose pierced. Like, stuff like that. She's going all the way with the goth and the jewelry. And I imagine there's been tattoo planning already. And I'm waiting for the day when she and her sister are like, "Can we go to the tattoo parlor the next time you get a tattoo?" And I'm like, I am not ready for this. Pesto is one of those things. Okay, see, that's the difference. I'm gonna have to try some fresh pesto, and I don't want to make it. All right, let's go ahead and do our first sprint of the evening. We're gonna be here for a while. fresh pesto for the win. She's not a bad. See, I'm the magpie. I like shiny trinkets. I just don't like to wear the shiny trinkets. I like to collect them and hoard them because I have a whole jewelry box full of shiny trinkets. I like to collect them and hoard them and give them away as prezzies to other people. That's what I like to do. Whereas she likes to hoard them and wear them. Definitely made fresh pesto. It was so good. Okay, awesome. Definitely. All right, let's do our first sprint. Here we go. If you are new to my channel, when I do sprints like this, I like to put up writing prompts. In the past, most recently, I've been putting up some dialogue prompts. You don't have to write on them. They're just there if you feel like writing but don't know what you want to write about. However, because today is a special event, all of today's prompts are Friendsgiving related and dealing with your story in particular. So today's first prompt is, which of your characters is hosting this year's Friendsgiving and why? So if you want to answer this, feel free. Otherwise, you don't have to. No pressure. We're going to do 25 minutes, and we are going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I got some words written. I am not calculating words. I'm typing on my tablet, which makes it a little harder to calculate like where I start and where I stop unless I write it down. And I've been too lazy all day to do that. I know I'm getting words in. I will put my final word count into TrackBear later this evening to figure that out, and I'm not worried about it beyond that. Well, how did everyone else do? Let me know. So I went to the kitchen. The kids are watching Wander, so I can't take the computer out there. You'll be able to hear it. But I did snag a cupcake, and this is one with a star on it. Like I said, the stars turned out pretty good. It was the bats that didn't turn out so right, and apparently the bats are already gone. So it worked out. And I'm going to try something real quick. I might be able to share the picture I took of the cupcake spread. So let's see if this works. Aha! So that's all of the cupcakes. The youngest did the decorating, and she wrote her name on all of the cupcakes. And then there are 2 bats. The 2 end ones are bats, and then she did 3 stars. That middle one is a star, and then the 2 above the bats are stars. And then her numbered cakes. She actually decorated her numbered cupcakes afterwards. Let me switch back to the other tab. Okay, real quick. Let me see if I took. Okay, it hasn't uploaded to Google Photos yet, so I can't show you. She forgot to decorate, put sprinkles on the numbered cupcakes. So later, when we took the candles out of them, she added sprinkles to them, and I was like, huh, it looks like someone took a knife to your cupcake and it's bleeding. So that was fun too. I wanted to. Okay, it's uploading now, so I'll be able to show it on the next break. Let's see. I started the last thing I read before we went on to that sprint. Rita and Lauren both went to lay down. Have a good night, guys. Hopefully you get some rest. Should listen to Shiny song from Moana, except someone screams it. Warning for headphone users. Okay, let's see. Answers to the question, which was who is hosting Friendsgiving this year? Easy question to answer from Stephanie. Sophia, the main character in my first book, spoiler, she actually does this later in the series. Nice. And then Cammie said, the twins, as they're central to the other three's location and have a large living room / kitchen space for the 5 to sprawl when their bellies are full. Book 1's character lives in a larger house, but she also lives 30-minute drive from the closest friend, making it over an hour to the farthest to join them. Nice. Bloody cupcakes for a goth, how appropriate, right? It's. I think she had a fun birthday. It's been a lot of fun today. It's been a lot of in and out of the house for me personally, not for them. Because I had work last night, then I did laundry at the laundromat, then I came home. They went to D&D. It was their last session of this campaign. They're already talking about meeting up again later to do. Basically what happened is someone from the local community who has been DM for many, many years was like, there's no kids playing D&D. So he put out a advertisement to host at the local library for age groups 10 to 18 and teach them how to play D&D. And so both my daughters were part of this 4-kid D&D group. And actually it was really fun because my oldest shares a birthday with one of the kids that was at D&D. So they got to celebrate their birthday. He actually brought cupcakes to their D&D session, and they got to eat cupcakes at the D&D session while they played for their last session today. They're talking about meeting up after the holidays, so sometime in January, February, to do a new session, basically. And we'll see if that actually happens. But I'm actually hopeful. They had a lot of fun. And then we got Subway for dinner for them, because that's what she wanted for her birthday dinner. We always let birthday people decide what they want for dinner. And from there, we did cupcakes afterwards. So it's been great. Okay, Rachel got another chapter revised. That's awesome. I'm here for it. See, I think I'm caught up with the chat, which is just in time for the next sprint. Here is the next prompt for anyone who wants to use it. You don't have to. It's just if you want it. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I got more words. And I got the main character's sister named. His name is Frasier. Apparently, I asked my daughters for a name for her, and the youngest was very quick off the bat to reply, and she said Sapphire. And I was like, okay, Sappy it is. So we got Sappy and Frasier. I already had the female main character named. Her name is Bailey, and her brothers are Landon. I think it's Landon. Is it Landon or London? It's either Landon or London, and then Callum are her brothers. And they were just the first names that popped in my head when I was like, okay, the brothers need names. Landon, Callum, kind of thing. All right, let's see. Misty Kate popped in during that sprint. Hello. Loves the prompt. Awesome. I ended up answering the prompt for both the first question and the second question in the chat because I realized I forgot to answer it myself. Misty Kate is celebrating Mom's 80th birthday, so that is awesome. Happy birthday to your mom. She shares a birthday with my baby bat, so we are going to say happy birthday to the birthday twinsies. Which reminds me, I was going to show the picture of the cupcake that when I first looked at it looked like it had been stabbed and it was bleeding. So here we go. Here's that picture. Am I straight? There we go. Haha. I have figured out how to share pictures. Yay! I actually know what I'm doing. But yeah, that's the cupcake I was talking about. It looked once she added the sprinkles on after she pulled out the candle, that's what it looked like to me. And I was like, the only thing I could see in my eye was like, oh, it's been stabbed and it's bleeding. Let's see. Okay, let's switch back to this tab. There we go. Switch back to our normal view. Hello, baby bat. She is eating a cupcake. Is it one of your stabbed ones? Mm-hmm. It's one of her stabbed ones. I think she likes it. Let's see. What did you do? Misty Kate loves the name Saffy. One of her cats is Saffy or Saffron. I like the name Saffron. I like that. Stephanie switched locations, needed to move from the kitchen table to the bedroom. Nice. That's where I'm at. I'm in my bedroom right now. Cammy just got liberation from and use of limbs again. I have to go listen to. I'm gonna have to listen to the next sprint too, just because. Oh, googly moogly. Are you good? Yeah. Okay. So what did everyone do on that last sprint? Because I don't even remember if I asked that when we first came back. I have no idea. I got words. I got a character named. We're good.
I think Bro was trying to spell Sapphire.
She did. She spelled it. It was in the text message she sent. Let's see. As far as my answer to the question, I gotta go back. Because I think some other people. JK went to bed, and I said goodnight to them. Here was Cammy's answer. I don't know why I said Cam. Sorry. Funny answer. Panda sent it because she needs all my attention. She just came in, got her I'm home safe traits, and is now laying across my arms as I type. I love that. Mass kitty kisses mid-delivery typing break. Nice. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other answers to the question. And my answer was that the fact that the MMC's younger sister, who needed a name, and her name is now Sapphire, his name is Frasier, she'd be in charge of she would put him in charge of inviting people, and he'd accidentally invite his ex, probably because he would just go tap down his contacts. I didn't even know he had an ex until I was trying to answer this question. That was the first thing that popped in my head. So that ought to be interesting when I get to that point. We haven't even met the sister yet. I literally just got to the point where we're getting ready to meet the sister. So it's fun. Let's see. Kay is here. Hello. Okay. I'm going to pause the timer so I can get through some of these. I paused it right on 0. Let's see. Okay, because I missed a lot of stuff. And I'll have to scroll back and forth. Okay. So Kay says, still hanging out, the sprint train, lurking and watching movies with the fam. Nice. Remember to hydrate and show some love to the like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rachel is here. Another chapter bites the dust. Oh, thank you, JC. She thinks you're beautiful.
Yee!
The other one doesn't like being on camera as much. She used to love being on camera, and now they've kind of, this one used to hide from the camera, whereas the other one loved being on the camera, and they've kind of reversed roles. So now the other one is really anti-camera, does not want to be in videos, vlogs, anything. And this one's like, are you live streaming? Are you live streaming? Oh, Stephanie's daughter is middle. Blah, 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 blah.
It's Sapphire.
Stephanie's daughter's middle name is Sapphire. I'll get that out eventually. I'm telling you, I am not running on very many
2 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Lots of happy birthdays from JC, from Cammie. Cammie sent a birthday cake. Oh, Rachel said happy birthday. Oh, they are glad that you had fun with D&D. They got to beat a mushroom boss, which makes my youngest extremely happy because she loves mushrooms. So
Obsessed with mushrooms right now.
There's a little bit of an obsession going on. She was probably like, no, not the mushroom. And ooh, mushrooms at the same time.
Yes. She tried befriending one when we first saw them. Like little mushrooms.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Hi, little guy. Can you be my friend? Oh, hi, big guy.
Not the big guy.
Don't hurt me.
It was a little mushroom, and she tried befriending it in a cyclops skull. And I was helping, sort of. She gave it a dagger. She gave it a dagger, and I stabbing her, but it missed. And then she gave it an orb. I can't remember what color. And then it tried hitting me with the orb. And then she gave it a short sword, which it switched out with for the dagger. So,
did she loot the corpse for food before you guys got home?
Oh, we didn't get food. There was no food. All of those things. They were cursed creatures.
Oh, cursed creatures. We don't want the meat of cursed creatures. All right. Okay, so
that would have been Ethan.
So I did pause the timer on the start of a sprint. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the next sprint. Misty Kate will be back. I think I got through all of the comments that I see. It sounds like they had a lot of fun playing D&D though. Okay.
And I was running the one of the second or third one.
I don't know. Please don't get crumbs all over my bed.
I'm not trying to.
Thank you. That's the reason I haven't eaten my cupcake. It is staring me in the face. Like, I can see it. I'm making eye contact with that cupcake.
Show the cupcake.
I already did. Okay, here we go. Here's our next prompt for anyone who wants to write it. You don't have to. It's just there if you want to. And I'm going to do a countdown, and then we'll get this timer started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. Sorry about any noise in the background. My kids are doing something in their room, and their room is like butting up against the wall of this one. Not quite certain what they're doing, but I'm not worried about it. Oh, googly moogly. I got a little bit of words in. We met the sister. They've officially been introduced. And as far as the question goes, let's see. What dishes are characters bringing to Friendsgiving? So the sister would definitely host Friendsgiving. She definitely likes like inviting everyone to the party and stuff like that. So she would have like the ham or turkey or whatever the main course is. And then her brother would probably bring like mashed potatoes with gravy or something. And my female main character probably would bring, honestly, she'd probably bring a bottle of wine. Because how else is anyone going to get through Thanksgiving? So Thanksgiving meal with the very sunshiny sister. She is definitely a sunshine character, all bubbly and everything. So I've only written like 2 or 3 paragraphs with her. It's already been a lot of fun. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get to her story. Wait, no, this wasn't supposed to turn into a series. This was actually supposed to be a short story, and I'm now like 20,000 words in, it feels like. Last time I actually officially checked, it was over 16,000 words, and I haven't calculated it since then. And I think I've finished at least 1 chapter, and the chapters are about 3,000 words each. So I'm probably getting pretty close to that 20K mark with this story alone. That was supposed to be a short story, so it's going great, guys. It's going great. Let's see. During that sprint, we were talking about the cursed rations from the mushroom people and talking about the fact that that could actually be the side dish that makes it to the Friendsgiving. Maybe to give to that enemy that was accidentally invited. I don't know. You do you, boo. Stephanie says, Sophia is an overachiever and told all of her friends to bring nothing. But one friend works at the local sweet shop and brought cupcakes and caramel fudge. Another brought wine and mac and cheese. Ooh, yes. I am all for the mac and cheese. That is my comfort food. I cannot explain that. And okay, so when I lived in North Carolina, there were Golden Corrals everywhere. And say what you will about Golden Corral, but their rolls were on point, man. So between Hawaiian sweet rolls and Golden Corral rolls and mac and cheese, you got my comfort food right there. The 2 adults who are children at heart. Yes. Okay. And Rachel was saying this was going to probably be her last sprint because the espresso is not keeping her awake, which is fine. Rest when you need to. We're here, and you can always watch the replay if you want to. It's all good. Paulina hopped in and is reading Never Whistle at Night, which I have had on my wish list for a while now. I keep looking at it, and I keep passing it up because of the cost. I think like right now, last time I checked, it was like $11.99 for the Kindle version, and I'm just like, no thanks. But I've heard really good things about it, and so I might just go and bite the bullet. And Paulina's agreeing, really good. Some of the stories are quite dark and or gross, though. Ooh, gross is a struggle for me, but we'll see. Cammy is on the struggle bus. Right arm dominant is commandeered. Has Panda commandeered your right arm? I can't observe. No night whistling. Yeah, no, thank you. This is how I call Panda home when she's been out too late, or the coyotes. Yep, I feel that. So, all right, I got to the last of the comments, which is almost perfectly timed because of the fact that this timer is about to run out. We are about to start our next sprint. We are going to go for a little over an hour still for this stream, and then we will be hopping over to Jenna's channel again for a late night sleepover for anyone who wants to stay up and continue working on stuff. But here we go. I'm going to get the next prompt up, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, everyone, that is time. The cat timer says we have done 4 sprints, so it's going to try to make us do a long break. We are probably not going to complete that long break. I will probably reset the timer in a little bit, depending on how much conversation is going on in the chat. And that is because we have a little less than an hour left before we hop off here and take a break before Jenna's stream, because Jenna is streaming next for the sleepover stream. And yeah, so what did y'all accomplish during that sprint? Let me know. I'll go ahead and get rid of this prompt. I have got 2 more prompts left. I don't think we'll get through 2 sprints, but I wanted to make sure I had plenty of prompts just in case. So I might have to pick between these 2 and decide which of them is going to be the better one to go with, because I think we only have enough time for 1 more actual sprint with some more chit chat. So I did not get any words done. I was actually answering a couple of emails. I was filling out the form that Jenna sent out to those who participated in this event to kind of answer some questions. And so, yeah, that's what I spent the sprint doing. Plus, I talked to the youngins because it's the weekend. They have the option to stay awake until like midnight. Midnight's their usual bedtime on the weekends. However, because I'm doing this event, I even told them, I was like, you guys can stay up until after I finish streaming, because I won't, if you don't want to be on camera, you got to wait until I finish streaming anyways for me to say goodnight to you anyways. So they have a later bedtime tonight. I think someone just tried to come into the room. Okay. But going back to the chit chat, let's see. The last question was asking who brought the turducken to Friendsgiving, and which of your characters, not who brought it, someone brought a turducken. Which of your characters is going to eat it? And I honestly have no idea which character brought it in this particular short story, or which one is going to eat it, because I have no clue whatsoever. I have absolutely no idea. I know these characters, but I don't know them that well. So, all right. Let's see where I last left off with the comments. Paulina missed the break. That's okay. You were reading and you were having a good time. It's all good. Oh, Panda looked up when I said their name. Oh. My cats are like the best at ignoring, like, name. What is that? They don't have a name. They don't know what you're talking about. Can't say no to mac and cheese. Neither can I. Someone tried telling me that you can make mac and cheese wrong, and I was like, dude, I make Kraft mac and cheese. That's stuff that most people hate, and I like it. I don't, unless your mac and cheese is too dry, I don't think there's a way to screw up mac and cheese. And I have had mac and cheese that was too dry, but honestly, even with that, you add a little bit of milk or a little bit of cheese, and boom, it's fixed. Like, it's really hard to screw up mac and cheese. Okay. Cammie's answer is Alicia, the youngest, book 3 main character. She was raised by career military parents who started by, wow, I cannot talk anymore. Started up a security firm after retirement. She's been programmed to eat things like that without complaint. Nice. And then Stephanie said Rebecca does, because she is down to try anything at least once. Nice. And Cammie replied also, the Brit, Charlotte, character, main character of book 2, might have been the one to bring it, as she's morbidly curious about what it tastes like. Same. That's actually why I put that question there, because honestly, I would like to try turducken. I would like to try it. I don't remember where my future brother-in-law works, but he sent a picture from wherever he works. I don't remember if it's the factory itself or a processing plant, but they got in turduckens, like sell on the shelf turduckens. And he was like, anyone want one? And then he zoomed in on the price tag, because automatically I was like, yes, I want one. I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know what the big deal is. This turducken costs $68. $68 for a turducken. I mean, I get it. It's based on weight. And when you got 3 birds stuffed inside each other, it's going to weigh a little bit more. But still, I'm like, I ain't paying $70 for something I'm not certain I'm going to like. Welcome. Hello. I am going to butcher this, and I apologize. Is it Nihilina. I apologize if I got that wrong. Welcome. It's okay that you took a longer nap. You needed the rest. I just appreciate you popping up and joining us. Thank you. Let's see. I posted links to Jenna's stream as well as the playlist for anyone who wants to do that. What's up, kiddo?
Can I grab my bedding?
Yeah. Right there. Back closest to me. Or, okay, you're going to take both? All right, bye-bye. Bye. Faded. Dreaded numbness feeling tingles. Fading. Nice. Read one more story from my book. Nice. Stephanie is almost finished with the chapter I'm reworking. My goal is to get through the 5 remaining chapters by tomorrow night. You've got this. You've got this. Hi, Isabel. Continue taking quick notes for novel research. Nice. Right? Like, it's the best. Kraft mac and cheese is, like, the best. Yeah, right? First, if I knew I liked turducken, I might be willing to pay that much. Probably not. Let's be real. But for something I've never tried before, I'm like, no thanks. Mm-mm. To be fair, I low-key just stalked your socials, hoping you had a video where you said your name. Did not find one, by the way. Didn't find one. And then I was like Googling how to pronounce it, and it did not know what I was talking about. And so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try. And if I butcher it, I apologize ahead of time. Because I saw you pop into the chat, and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me go find out. Let me do some research. So I'm glad I got it right. Yes. I'll get it wrong next time. Don't you worry. I am terrible with names on the get-go at all. I tell everyone I have the memory of a goldfish, and it's legit. I can't remember half the stuff I did yesterday unless I write it down. And I cannot put names and faces together until I've met someone. There's people I work with and I've worked with for 2 years. I still couldn't tell you their damn name. They've told me multiple times, but I can't remember it. I know their face and I'm just like, hi. You. I don't like getting people's names wrong. Like there's authors and I'm sitting there researching how to say it for a video. It's part of the reason I don't do a lot of book review videos is because I know I'm gonna butcher an author's name wrong, and I'm just like, I don't wanna. We usually have a few boxes in the pantry, and somehow there was none for dinner tonight. Ooh, that sucks. One of the best things I have ever invested in was our Sam's Club membership. Hate Walmart and its surrounding companies all you want. As someone who's got teenagers that eat a lot of food, and as someone who doesn't eat often, but when they eats a lot of food, because I'm the person that eats like one meal a day, and it's always a big, giant meal. I really enjoy my bulk shopping from Sam's Club, which, if you don't know, Sam's Club and Walmart are owned. They're owned by the same company. So if you hate one, you probably hate the other, and vice versa. So that all being said, we buy the bulk mac and cheese, and it is like the best thing ever, because anytime we have like a grab bag day where we just don't feel like cooking, 90% of the time that's what we gravitate to is the mac and cheese. Note to self: make a video. That's okay. My last name gets butchered all the time. It is Hegyes. So it looks like you should pronounce it Hegyes, or I get called Hegyes, or Hayes. I've been called Hayes sometimes. So I tell people, I'm like, if you switch the Y and the G, you pronounce it like, hey, guess what? And that's how I tell people to pronounce it. And they still trip it up. It's all good. Yes, probably. Probably. Because I struggle with names so much that I'm just like, I don't remember your name. For those who don't know, Steffi and I have actually met in person on one occasion. She happened to be in Montana, and she was like, hey, we're going to be at so-and-so. And I told my husband, I looked straight at my husband. I was like, we're driving 3 hours away to meet her. Just so you know, I am not passing up this opportunity. And he was like, okay. So we did, and the kids had a blast. And now they're like, every once in a while, they're like, when can we meet them again? And I'm like, they now don't live in an RV and travel anymore. I don't know what to tell you. But it's all good. I promise. All right. Timer says we have 4 minutes, and I did say we might cut this one short. We are going to go ahead and start another sprint because I've reached the end of the comments that I can see. And let me pick which of these prompts I want to do. Actually, these are almost the same thing. So the 2 prompts I have were someone always has a story to tell at Friendsgiving parties. Who's telling the wildest story this year? And then the next one could kind of go and coincide with it. It says sometimes things go wrong in the best ways, especially in group settings. Which of your characters has found their way into trouble this Friendsgiving, and how are they getting out of it? So this could be the wildest story. So we're going to go with this prompt. And we're going to do 25 minutes. So let me reset this. Stop. Okay. And we're going to start this is probably going to be our final sprint because it's almost midnight now. And I think my scheduled cutoff time is 12:30. So we're going to do one final sprint. This will be our last one. And then we'll chit chat until it's time for us to head off for our final break before we go join Jenna on her channel for a sleepover party. So here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, everyone, that is time. That was our last sprint before we hop on over. Well, before we take a break and then hop on over to Jenna's channel. How did you guys do? What'd you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and close the cat timer since that was our last sprint. And then you can see my little ghosties hanging up in the air. And they're lit. I can't hit them. Anyways, I managed to get more words written. I am curious to see how many words I wrote yesterday. And I realized that sprint was like, for me, it is now almost 20 minutes after the hour of midnight. So my word count crossed over during that sprint. And I think I'm going to count all the words for that sprint into yesterday's time because I have no idea where I cut off and I just don't care. So that's one thing I'll be doing during the break is I'll be calculating my word count for yesterday. That way I can start fresh today. All right, let's see. Okay, where we go. As for the question, this is another one of those things where I'm still exploring the characters and I don't know them that well. Like I said, this was supposed to be a short story. It was supposed to be done already. I now know I have to be over 20K into this story and it's not done. I don't even think I've hit the halfway point. So it's no longer a short story. I can safely say that. So yeah, I don't know any crazy stories. I have a feeling I'm going to discover some because I mentioned in the previous chat that the sister is a very sunshiny character, always talking, bubbly kind of person. And already she started talking about tales and they were just spitballing out of my head as I was typing of things they used to do at different parts of the house that she is showing off to the female lead. So that's a lot of fun. So I think she's going to be a fun character. And if anyone has a story to tell, it's going to be her, but it's not going to be about her or not about her alone. It's going to be about the entire family kind of thing. So that's my answer. Cami says, the two that got the cursed rations now require the others to join them on a quest to undo said curse before December 1st, or it becomes permanent. It was a lucky draw who got regular food and who was cursed. The best way is that they have a valid excuse to bail on work and partners and spend another 2 weeks. I smell a romance. That's the romantic in me, though. Welcome back, Jenna. For those who don't know, Jenna is going to be doing the next stream. She's going to be doing a sleepover stream. I am super excited about that. I'm going to join until my husband's like, hey, I'm going to bed. And then I'll be like, sorry, I'm dipping out. Stephanie, see. Before you wrap it up, would you share? Oh, the last prompt. Yes, I'll go ahead and just put it on the screen. This was the one I was debating about, but I didn't actually use. And it was just talking about who has the wildest story at the party. I thought those questions were similar enough that I didn't share this one instead. But there you go. Let's see. Paulina got halfway through a story and it was scary and the cat made me jump extra this time. Nice. That is hilarious. All righty. I think that is all the comments. Let me double check the YouTube stream, make sure I'm not forgetting any. Let's see. Nihelina got 362. If I ever butcher it, correct me. I promise it will not hurt my feelings because I am terrible with names. I'll celebrate every time I get it right, but definitely let me know if I ever butcher it. Got 362 words for my first draft. That's awesome. It's a hard scene to write where the MC is realizing she has feelings toward the male MC, but she thinks she has no right to act on it, so she becomes very cold to him. Ooh, I'm here for the drama. Yes. All right. That is all of the comments. Oh, here we go. This one, I think you're answering this last question. Britt has the best stories as she worked in both Budapest and Cairo after wrapping up her job in Vancouver. Ooh, nice. All righty. Go ahead and close that one out. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. And thank you, Jenna, for doing these sprints, this sprintathon. There we go. I have already filled out the feedback form. I am on my game tonight. I have answered emails. I've gotten words written. I am feeling good about everything. I will be hopping on over to Jenna's stream. I did put that in the comments, but let me go snag it again so that I can, get it up for like current. Here we go. Let's see if it will let me do this correctly. I think I did it. Yes. Okay. So that is Jenna's stream. And then for anyone who wants to just, do what I did and keep the actual, that one is not going to let me do correctly. Well, that sucks. I was going to put the playlist there, but it's not going to let me do that one correctly. It shortened it in the YouTube, and so I can't just copy it from the YouTube. Anyways, that'll at least take you to Jenna's, and if you click on the description should have the link to the playlist, which was what I was trying to post, was the playlist. Thank you. Thanks for the cupcake show. Yes, she definitely enjoyed seeing. I've still got my cupcake. I haven't eaten it because I don't want to get sprinkles all over my bed, but she very much enjoyed her birthday cake cupcakes, which I guess was a food-related thing. It wasn't exactly what I had planned for this, but yes. And the playlist is down in the description. I did have to update it because it wasn't working correctly earlier, but that's okay. So you might have to refresh the page to get the playlist because I did have to correct that. Anyways, thank you all for joining me tonight. I do typically stream Saturday evenings. If you ever want to join me again this late, no pressure, I promise. However, I do stream. For me, usually it's 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 12 a.m. midnight Eastern. So it won't hurt my feelings if you decide that you don't want to join me again because it's too late. I promise. I'm just gonna cry in my corner. But thank you all for joining me tonight. I do stream Saturday evenings, and I post videos when I can post them. Until my library is up and running and has some heat in it, I don't know when I'm going to post another video. I haven't even filmed the videos I had originally scheduled and planned for all of October and November. So you might get a video when you get a video, and I don't know when that's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and then we're going to hop on over to Jenna's stream for the sleepover sprints. Anyways, bye everyone. Let me make sure I click the video end button.